It's all over social media. People are talking about it, and you may have seen it for yourself. Women with head coverings. And when we see these women, the first thing that may come to mind is religious oppression, when in reality, that's really not the case. This is Simple Islam, taking Islamic concepts and explaining them before your coffee gets cold. Today, we'll be discussing why Muslim women cover themselves, also known as the Islamic hijab. There's a good deal of misunderstandings and a lack of knowledge as to what constitutes the concept of hijab. God says in the Holy Quran, "And say to the believing women that they restrain their looks, and that they display not their beauty except that which is apparent thereof, and that they draw their head coverings over their bosoms." Simply put, this commandment saves women from the evils of society. When going out, women are encouraged to wear an outer wrapping garment that should cover their heads and bosoms in such a manner that their beauty is veiled. Again, this is intended to save a woman when she goes about her work from being inconvenienced by persons with questionable character. Now, the commandment with regard to hijab is twofold. When we take a look at the verse prior to the one mentioned, God commands the believing men to also restrain their looks and guard their private parts. Although men aren't obligated to wear a head covering, they have been given the same initial command as were given to the believing woman. This system of dressing modestly builds trust between man and wife, tempers sexual urges, and helps the sanctity of the family unit, as the promiscuity of our society is undoubtedly the reason for our staggering divorce rates. Unfortunately, this logical and balanced social system in which men are also prescribed to restrain their gaze has been taken to an extreme by some Muslims, counter to the true teachings of Islam. So now you know, Islam in no way oppresses its women or suppresses their rights. Instead, it stands with them to try and protect them. This was another video brought to you by the Simple Islam team. You can interact with us on Twitter at asksimpleislam and on Instagram at @simpleislam. If you have any comments or suggestions, you can always email us at simpleislam@gmail.com. Peace.